What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. At least I think so. So we're going to check out the Bonsai from JHS Pedals. Sean Ward over at Ward Guitar Cabs sent this over to me. I've always wanted to check it out. It seems like a cool pedal. The concept does anyways. So we got our handy dandy notebook. I don't know. We'll see how it does and just kind of go from there. So we're going to use my Chapman ML1 Modern, DiMarzio deactivators, pickups. We're going to use the Marshall JCM 900. It's right up there. And I'm not going to change the settings. We're actually just going to fiddle with the knob that changes the circuit. So this has 9 different styles of a Tubescreamer variant. Some of these I've never heard of. So first is going to be the OD1, which I've never played. Then, of course, the TS808, TS9, which I'm kind of leaning partial to myself, just because I think the 9 kind of pushes more towards the low mids than the 808. Then we have the MSL. Never heard of that one. Of course, I'm not huge in the whole Tubescreamer thing. Then we got a TS10, the XR, a TS7. Then it says there's the Keeley Mod Plus and the JHS Strong Mod. So the XR one, though, when I was reading it, it says the XR is a Polish-made TS style pedal that has a slightly different drive character with a little more gain. And it also says it is slightly more transparent feeling. So that is going to be interesting. All right. We're going to start on the OD1. So all the way counterclockwise is the OD1. We'll work our way around. I'll note it on the screen as well. And I'll just kind of fiddle around with it. I think I'm going to leave the volume on max. I'm going to leave the drive at about that 9 o'clock position just so that it kind of introduces some of the gain in the circuit. And then I got the tone at noon. Well, it's just under noon, but good enough. Yep, so this is my good guitar pick. I don't know. I don't really like this one, but that's what we're going to go with. All right, here we go. The 808 and the TS9 sound almost identical. There is definitely a slight low-mid shift. I'm going to A-B those real quick. It's very subtle, but it is there. It is very, very subtle. So anyways, back on track. All right, so now we're on the XR. This is that Polish style, or Polish variant, or Polish-made Tubescreamer style. A little more game than a classic Screamer, as well as a slightly more transparent feel. Yeah, this is different. Okay, so the XR position, I kind of like it. It's a little thin. It doesn't have quite as much low end as I would prefer, but the transparency to it is definitely there. It's almost like having a blend knob at about 50%, where it's kind of a half and half deal. That's kind of the feel this mode has. It's kind of nice. Alright, so that overall is the JHS Bonsai. This thing is really cool. There's definitely a difference between each one of those, almost noticeably a big difference, with the exception of the 808 and the TS9, and that's an internet debate that I'm not even going to get into. So out of these 9, the ones that I personally like, definitely the one it's currently on, that is called the JHS Strong mod. It says it is our own mod we've been doing since 2008. It is a much cleaner and overall more powerful. This mode has more pronounced high and low end drop-offs. The high end drop-off, you can definitely hear it's a little smoother sounding, and it is a little thin on the low end. So, but overall, it's very, very nice. Of course, you can compensate for that by just boosting the bass knob up a little bit. And then I did like the XR mode. I thought that was really cool too. That kind of transparency it had. Like I said, it reminds me of a blend knob that's kind of been set up the middle, and that was really nice. So anyways, a huge shout out to Sean Ward at Ward Guitar Cabs for borrowing this, or loaning it out to me, I should say. So anyways, that's kind of the Bonsai. You guys tell me overall if you have one or what you think. And I'll see about doing another video where I compare it to, I'm going to compare the Strong mod and the Keeley Mod Plus, the last two. And I'm going to compare that to my Fortin modded and my Catalan Bread modded 808s that I got in TS9s. So, anyways, tell me in the comments below what you think. We'll see you in the next one.